Hey folks, I've never been a massive fan of tattoos, and that's largely because of how I was raised, but also I've spent much of my working life in corporate environments where tattoos wouldn't go unnoticed. The other thing is, I've always worried that if you have a tattoo, what if your mental space changes? Like, what if you no longer abide by whatever it is that you've got tattooed on your body? You're stuck with it forever. There are one or two tattoos that I've come across though that I do quite like, and they're the ones that are just very simple messages, they're straight to the point, they're not very artistic, but they tell a very clear message. And I think my favourite one of all time is Julian Ryder's tattoo that he has on his hand that says PMAR. It just says PMAR on his hand, and that stands for positive mental attitude regardless. I love that tattoo. I'm pretty sure that's the only time I've come across a tattoo where the message is so relevant and so beneficial to every aspect of life and whatever situation you find yourself in, that it's worth actually inking it onto your body. Belief is a huge part of determining success in so many of life's endeavours. Think about an athlete. Quite often the difference between the athlete that came second and the athlete that won is just the residual level of belief that they had. It's not so much the level of training or specific training that they did for the event. There's a great hypnotist, psychologist, illusionist guy called Darren Brown. He's from here in the UK. And one of the things that he says is the only reason why you can't do something is because you just said you can't do that thing. So for example, I say, I can't play the piano, and that's only because I just said I can't play the piano. That's my residual belief that I have in the back of my mind, in my subconscious, which tells me I cannot do that thing. So what Darren says is the whole reason why we have practicing and lessons and all that good stuff is just there to build up that belief system in our minds that we can in fact play. And that's why different people learn at different speeds. So some people pick up the piano really quickly, and that's because they adopt this belief that they are a pianist much quicker than others. Darren proved this theory by taking a woman who had never really played the piano much before. She could just play chopsticks or something like that. And he entered her a week later in a concert in front of a room full of music scholars. He then worked with her for that week, and she didn't play the piano during that week. It was just all headphones and subconscious neuro-linguistic programming or whatever they did. Lots of training basically to get her to believe that she could play this piece of music. And when the night came, he sat her down in front of the piano and then showed her where the first note was, and she set off and played this piece of music flawlessly. Now I understand that Darren is a fantastic illusionist, and so much of his shows, they involve trickery and augmentation for effect. However, I do believe that his principles of belief are on point. Another lady you may have heard of is Rhonda Byrne. She was the author of a book which was made into a movie called The Secret. And this is based on the laws of attraction and positive affirmations. And she actually claims to have healed herself from cancer through the techniques that she advocates. She speaks about how we are essentially radio transmitter receivers, and that all the thoughts and all the feelings that we have give off a certain frequency out into the universe. And then the universe responds, just like radio waves, and sends to us the corresponding frequencies to which we send out. So if we're sending out happy vibes, literally happy vibrations, then that's going to attract happy things into our lives. Or people have applied this to things like wealth and just all kinds of stuff. They've put out these positive affirmations and they've attracted these certain things into their life. Now, I do believe in the power of the mind to bring about these amazing changes that we can affect in our own lives, because I'm pretty sure I've had evidence of that in my own life and in the lives of people around me. And I also do believe that a negative mindset can restrict, it can retard your process of healing from disease. However, I believe that a healthy diet and lifestyle are the key implementers in bringing about this paradigm shift towards just believing that we can heal ourselves. There definitely is a greater level of positivity, generally speaking, in the vegan and in the healthy plant-based community. And, one might say that this is just a placebo effect because compassionate people are likely to be vegan and are likely to be positive thinkers in any case. But even if it is the placebo effect, then still take it on board, because these are all things which help create that positive mindset. So perhaps the healing of your disease does come about through the positive mindset. However, that mindset is created using the fuel, using the diet and lifestyle, using those things that we've already talked about in past videos. So tell me what you think about this. Leave your comments and questions down below on this one because I'm really interested to see what you think about positive mindset towards healing. And if anyone's come across Darren Brown, I'd like to know your thoughts on him as well.